tournament. Golden Boy is the higher one in the seed. I'm going to be bringing this one to you by myself, by my lonesome. I'm Stacey Ewan. I'm looking forward to this. We're on the Dodgeball PEI stream. I've handed off the Dodgeball Canada stream to Terry Thrasher for this one. He's going to be covering the Z Warriors game versus one of the Quebec teams. I believe that one's Amirali. So I'm just going to post up the link to this in the Winnipeg Dodgeball community chat. So hopefully everybody tunes in, checks this one out. If you're in Edmonton, I'm happy to give you the commentary on this one as well. I really like both these teams. Going into it, I don't think there's a clear favorite, although if you go based on the seed, Golden Boys would be the favorite for this one. Every once in a while, my voice is probably going to go dead, so I don't just cough into your ear. Not going to be like a young child who's like, hey, I have a secret. All over your ear. Hate that. Not going to eat this microphone. This game is going to be standing room only. I mean, that's not true. The crowd is not filled, even slightly. There's an entire set of bleachers here that are not being used. That being said, this is going to be an exciting matchup. Let's get that roster list out. Let's take a look at all these members of the hashtag Dodgeball family. So, coming to you from Manitoba, we got the Golden Boys. Manitoba's quote-unquote B team, the top picks of all the players that were not on the winning team of the provincial tournament. Jogging on spot, we got number 13, Joshua LeBerge, very strong left-handed player. He's got a long wingspan. He makes good use of that for throwing, for catching. Very agile. Jesse Kopit, number 14, walking up to his captain, Ireland Mindjola, number 23. Kopit, a strong baseball player, great blocking skills, good at jumping, nice, accurate, hard throws. Ireland Mindjola, number 23, Winnipeg sweetheart. Such a friendly guy, such a strong contender. He is great at playing on the ground. He can put a ball past a blocker quite easily. Number 17, we got Riel Wilmot, Golden Boys anchor. He's been working on his throw and other abilities for the last year. You see he's much more of a threat on the offense, not just super survivable, but survivability, his deal. Number 5, Greg Pacheco, the wrecking ball. You saw him come out swinging with Red River Rebellion, earning his spot in this team, that's for sure. He's got strong offense. His catching abilities are top-notch. You can see him throw his body around like a man half his size. You've got there number 10, Mathieu Pantel. Also his wife, Camille Pantel. Camille expecting their first child later this year. Mathieu Pantel, very strong athletic ability, that man. He's got grips like nobody's business. He makes catches that he has no business making. He dodges like a crazy man. His throws are just rockets. Number 7, Rex Gonzalez. Maybe I shouldn't have given the Winnipeg Sweetheart title to Ireland because Rex is such a nice guy. Helps out with Winnipeg Minor Dodgeball, instrumental in that organization, trying to bring the kids up. He has cardio for days. He can go full tilt for as long as he needs to, for as many days in a row as required. What we're not going to see a lot of is number 0, Austin Woods. That man is nursing a groin injury. I know that his lower back is hurting because of it, but the muscle that is strained is actually in his groin. On the other side of the court now, we'll bring over to Dodgeball Alberta with the Arsenal. Number 2, Paul Laking, organizational member of Dodgeball Edmonton. Very nice guy. Laking is going to be hoping to be taking the victory in this one. His team is going to be making it happen every waking moment they have. Followed up by number 16, Adam Webster. Unfortunately, I don't know a lot about him. We also have number 17, Chris Berry. Number 29, we got Michael Waddell. Number 34, we got Kyle Brisbois. Number 8, we've got Corey Andel. Number 9, we got Brad Washbrook. And number 96, Hayden Chiez. Hayden Chiez shaving off the old cookie duster for this event. He used to have a real lip caterpillar going there, but he has decided that he would rather show off his handsome face and his wicked throw. He clocked at, I think, 142, 147 kilometers an hour. Always changes based on who you ask, but I'm sure the truth is known. Now, I'm trying to remember who the guy in the backwards cap is, what his name is. He's facing me, so I can't see his jersey, but let me tell you, that guy is a wicked corner. Very accurate shots. He takes every single opportunity. Number 34, there we go. That's Kyle Brisebois. Brisebois takes every opportunity he has to make a hit, and he is confident that he can make him, and that confidence is well-founded. We've basically got a lot of talent from Arsenal, some big guns coming in. This team is hard on the offense, so they press their advantage. Golden Boys playing less traditional style of dodgeball, typically liking to put the guards in the 2 and 5 position. For those of you unfamiliar with the term guards, you also may know them as corners or wingers. The term corners doesn't make sense if you don't put them in the corners. Prairie Fire are also the women's team finding great success with this strategy. Real Wilmot pacing nervously, or maybe just getting himself warmed up. He's going to be doing the opening rush. They're doing 2 balls on the inside, which is a much more defensive strategy than I was expecting to see, but it's possible too that they're not going to be looking for those early hits. They're just going to be looking to survive, get ball control, and then take that advantage. Lucky for Golden Boys with Woods sitting that they're going to have Pacheco on his A game. That man has been on fire this event. He has come in like a wrecking ball. He's never hurt, never hit so hard, you know. All he wanted was to break your walls. All you ever did was wreck me. And they're off. Real Wilmot snapping it to Pacheco. Pacheco taking the snap, not connecting on Chiaz. Chiaz going underneath, passing the balls along. Arsenal loading up. They've got 4 balls in their possession. They're going to be right on the offensive. Going right over top of LeBerge. Daniel Saracen, the ball retriever there, passing the balls in. Mangiola making a call to Wilmot. Wilmot going to be taking the shots. And LeBerge and Kopet don't find their mark. Back on the defense there. Putting the guards in the 2 and 6 position, interestingly enough. And they go to target Wilmot. Pantel almost falling out there. Wilmot going to be wagging his arm hard as possible. And there we go, not finding their mark yet. Both teams still 6 strong. And there we go, Brisebois not connecting. Kopet looking like he almost hit a player on the foot there. Oh, and referees calling him out. Either a line call, that would be number 8, Corey Andel. Andel out, so that's 5 on 5. I must have missed LeBerge getting knocked out there unless he was called out for a missed block earlier. It looked like he may have missed one. Brisebois caught in play. Brisebois calling it out. Looks like Waddell's probably going to take the shot, but Mangiola knocking Chiaz out. Winnipeggers in the crowd loving it. Alberta, though, got the noisiest fans of this tournament so far. Nice jump from Mangiola there. You don't normally see that man jump, but here he is. Holding up the ball. Oh, like the Golden Boy. Amazing. Making the Golden Boy stance. That is some style, my friends. Number 14, Jesse Kopet loading up. Playing the guards in the 2 and 5 position this time. Leaving Mangiola without protection. Wilmot getting tagged. Leaving but a single ball for the Golden Boys. Somebody's really got to take that Golden Boy stance that Ireland did there and screenshot that. That was amazing. Doing it for the fans. Pacheco calling out a play to Mangiola. Takes a shot there. Goes a little bit wide. Doesn't find its mark. Arsenal now with 4 balls. Arsenal coming back. A devastating team to be on the receiving end from. Mangiola stays safe, provides some protection for Pantel. Pantel loads up. Mangiola calling a play. Looks like Kopet's probably going to be throwing given how quickly. Yep. And then Mangiola going to take the guard position there and then passing it off to Kopet once he realizes it's safe to do so. Arsenal back on the offense. And a nice connection from Kopet there. Mangiola placing some pressure, moving up, wanting to get that ball back. They get the ball on their side. Mangiola passing it back. Looking to see who's empty. It's Pacheco. Pacheco now Seeing the hand signal from Mendiola. And a nice connection from Ireland Mendiola. Or not. All right, and then we've got the Arsenal back on the offense. Mantel with a solid block. And Kopit taking the cross. Very close shot there. Brisebois getting the third ball for Edmonton there. And Pantel connects, leaving just Kyle Brisebois. Kyle Brisebois again, you'll notice him by his signature backwards cap. Very strong throws. There we go, Kopit feeling him out. Getting some fakes there, thinking better of it. Mendiola holding a ball up. There we go. Got the Golden Boys with 4 balls. They release 3. Pacheco staying on the offense. Going back into that zone, passing it off to Kopit. Kopit must be their designated hitter. Brisebois going to be throwing at Kopit, of course, to try and prevent it. And a nice block from Brisebois. Pacheco getting up there now. Passing the ball once again off to Kopit. This is very clearly their play when they've got a single ball. Possibly because Kopit is such a skilled blocker. Possibly because of his offensive capabilities. Brisebois passing that third ball off to the retrievers. Brisebois with a wicked curve there, but not enough. Pacheco in the catching stance. Says, I got my catching bod back, and he does it. He came in like a wrecking ball. There we go, pumped up, trading off. Looks like they're going to be bringing in number 15, Dan Stafura. Looks like number 0, Austin Woods, is going to take a round. Let's see if he's up for it. Daniel Stafura, a former contender for the national squad, but unfortunately wasn't released from a CFL contract at the time. Now he's available. Now he's going to be playing the best dodgeball of his life. That man has a wicked throw, great catching abilities, very agile in general. And he's off. He's in the opening rush. He snaps the ball off to Pantel. Stafura blocks the opening rush shot there. They pass it off to Woods in the corner. Woods in his signature bucket hat. Bucket hats required for this event. And there we go. Kopit there taking a shot at Laking. Laking getting his arm out of the way at the time. Laking in some beautiful red knee pads. Going to have to figure out where he got those or if he dyed them himself. Gonzalez coming up. That ball on the court, unable to be retrieved. Gonzalez trying to threaten Brisebois off it. Brisebois not buying it. Laking calling a play. Oh, and the Golden Boys falling over each other, and that takes out Gonzalez. And it looks like a deflection there from Woods. Makes the catch to bring Gonzalez back in. Kopit there making another connection too, leaving just Laking on the other side. Golden Boys in a great position now, but they haven't converted this point yet. All it needs is one catch for Laking, and Woods comes out with a burst of energy. He pops the ball up, and Woods makes the catch. Number 0, Austin Woods, showing his stuff. That man not with his typical smile on his face. I imagine he is probably in some pain right now. I would be concerned for his groin, but that's his groin to worry about, not mine. Golden Boys ready, Arsenal ready, and they're off. Laking snapping it off this time, not taking the shot, but Stafura knocks out Laking. Looks like there's some discussion here. Referees are going to come out and talk about it, also trip over the scoreboard. And Wilmot off, snapping to Stafura. I think they're redoing the opening rush there. This time it looks like they snap Barry off there, number 17, Chris Barry. Arsenal getting loaded up with 4 balls, 5 players. Laking calls the place. Saunters off to the back. Woods taking a shot on Chiaz, not finding his mark. Gonzalez finding a ball. Stafura calling a play. They're going to go into it. And Stafura missing his mark there with a nice hard shot with a little bit of spin on it. Mendiola trying to pressure them. Oh, and a nice hit from Gonzalez, but Gonzalez himself gets countered. Looks like Mendiola too is passing off the ball here, so that's going to leave us with 5 players for Golden Boys against 4 for Arsenal. Golden Boys taking the early lead in these rounds and then just trading off until it's over. And that ball coming off of the post there. And then Woods just barely nicking Chia. Oh, no, that wasn't Chia's. My mistake. Sorry, the hat threw me off there. Laking now taking the guard position. Woods with a solid block and another block, putting us at 5 versus 3 in favor of Golden Boys. And Mendiola putting a ball past the blocker. Stafura making another hit too. That puts us at 5 versus 1. Mendiola urging for everyone to stay calm, stay collected. Arsenal looking to make something happen. LeBurge charging. Mendiola and Woods. Yeah, he's like, look, bring it. That was a ready catching stance if I've ever seen one. Golden Boys without a ball now. Not a good position to be in. Every time this player makes a hit, he's going to possibly be able to bring a ball back. And Woods gets knocked out. Mendiola gets up there. Wilmot looking for the hit. Doing the Golden Boys stance again. Mendiola bringing it in. Golden Boys to me. It's 3v1. They are styling. They're making him work for it. He gets out of the way of all 3 balls, though. I believe that would be Michael Waddell. Waddell playing the game of his life right now. Wilmot getting in his grill. Waddell taking a shot from the ground. Abnormally hard for a shot from lying down, showing just how much power that man can summon. Waddell almost catching Ireland Mendiola asleep. Stafura, Mendiola, and Wilmot charge up. And Stafura makes the connection. Don't bother posting on Craigslist today. There will be no missed connections for you to see. We are now at 3-0 in favor of Golden Boys. Manitoba's Golden Boys proving to be their Golden Boys. Throw the little bit of a throw to the Golden Boy there with the with Mendiola holding the ball up. Some nice style. This little Smash Bros taunt for player IRL. Wilmot rushing over to his left side position, calling a play. Mendiola getting up there as well. Oh, and she is taking a brilliant shot. The Pantel getting out of the way. Mathieu Pantel hearing the play from Wilmot. Wilmot just falling to the ground, taking the shot. Blocked by Chiaz. Arsenal now resetting. Arsenal having the player advantage at this point, 6-on-5. And now it's 6-on-4. Knocking down LeBurge. Referees stopping play to get a ball out of the court. Keep your ball on your side, my friends. And Chiaz with a wrist block, showing some great honesty there. Not just a handsome man with a cannon for an arm, also an honest dude. And looks like a Copit going just underneath Brisebois there. Now you'll see over in the corner there is Adam Webster taking out Mathieu Pantel with a single shot. Mathieu Pantel, not an easy man to hit. Webster looking for the ball to be retrieved. Mendiola putting a potato in his pants. Picks the ball back up. That's gross. That's okay, I guess. Get lots of sweat on them anyway when you hit a sweaty man with a hard shot. And looks like, did Copet's ball connect? Referee is saying it did. Mendiola holding up the play. Copet going over top. But then Mendiola finding the mark. Wilmot getting caught by Webster. Laking making the connection there, along with his buddy whose name I can't see right now, unfortunately, although I have my suspicions it's Waddell. Copit there with a nice hit. Mendiola and Copit Two of them are going to have to really fight their way back in this one, finding themselves at the player disadvantage for the first time this game. Mangilla making sure that he holds on to a ball now. Kopit's got 2 and Mangilla has 1, but Arsenal has 3 in their possession, and they're taking those shots. Oh, and Kopit finds Chiaz when he's not looking, and that brings it to a 3-on-2. 2 players there on Golden Boys. Mangilla and Kopit bring it up. Kopit there finding his way past the blocking ball. Mangilla loading him back up. That puts Laking with Adam Webster. Paul Laking, Adam Webster. Can they bring this round to bear? Webster getting underneath that ball. It goes over his shoulder. Mangilla with a flying dodge. You can see him not committing there once he realizes it's a fake. Loading Kopit up with a 3rd ball. Kopit there putting the ball right at Laking, who manages to block it nice and clean. Laking picking it up. 4 balls for Alberta now. And Mangilla there with the block. Getting loaded up by ball retriever Daniel Saracen. That man will have lost 10 pounds this weekend, guaranteed. That guy, oh, and Mangilla with the crazy cross, but Kopit getting knocked out as well. 1 versus 1, sudden death. Well, not sudden death, but 1 versus 1 between Ireland Mangilla and Adam Webster. Webster feeling him out. Mangilla playing cautiously. Mangilla with a single ball, and he gets aggressive. Oh, and he jumps over it, and he tips it up into the crowd. Alberta going nuts. First point on the board for the Arsenal. Have they broken the momentum of Golden Boys, or can Golden Boys ride this golden wave? Stay tuned to find out. They'll be loading back up. Golden Boy is really feeling that loss, but hardly a loss when you get down to 1 versus 1. This has been an exciting game of dodgeball. I am loving this. And they're off. Pantel this time missing the snap a little bit. Actually, quite a bit. Sending it past the player who's supposed to snap it to. Woods now taking the guard position. And Gonzalez getting tagged out pretty much immediately. Pantel passing the ball off to Kopit. Kopit going to be loading up. Arsenal calling the play. Arsenal getting up there right in the center. And Woods getting over top of that ball. Woods taking a shot, but not finding its mark. They're looking to take out Chiaz. Chiaz definitely the rocket for the Arsenal. If you ever wondered why they're called an Arsenal, it's because they are a team of cannons, my friends. There are no slouches on this team. There are no weak throws, nobody that you would think that you can catch. Stafura finding his mark on the center player there. And now it's down to 5-on-5. It's burden to throw for Alberta. Chiaz taking a wicked shot, connecting on Woods. Woods looking to pass it off, but Chico going to have to take that left corner position. All the Golden Boys loaded. They cock it up. When they fire, nothing connects. Stafura there getting back in the offensive position. Pacheco getting back there looking for those catches. That's the man's specialty. Stafura not finding the block. That's going to put Arsenal at a 5-3 advantage. Oh, and look at Kopit there just scaring Breezeball off that ball. Makes the man stumble. Pantel passing the ball off to Pacheco now. 3 balls per side, but Arsenal doesn't have one in hand. Are they going to risk it? And Pantel takes a shot, but he gets countered by Chiaz. Arsenal looking initially like they were going to struggle with this game, but now not so much. Kopit blocking the ball over his head. Just Kopit and Pacheco now. They line it up. Looking to hit Breezeball, but the ball goes wide. Too much English on it. I don't know if you can hear the background noise there, but this crowd is going nuts. Arsenal certainly brought the excitement. Oh, and Kopit, a man after my own shot, or my own heart, taking a shot into the group huddle, knocking him down to 4-on-2. Chiaz was looking for the team catch there, doesn't make it. Golden Boys 2 balls per person now. Chico and Kopit going up. Not connecting. Arsenal feeling him out. Trying to slow the game down just a little bit. But Kopit taking a nice counter there. Unfortunately, just finds the other player's ball. These players make it look so easy to block when, in fact, these are incredibly difficult shots to get your ball in front of, and they just do it time after time like it's nothing. There we go, number 29, Michael Waddell coming up, taking point. Pacheco going underneath. Kopit throwing a ball. Breezeball gets on top of. Going over that ball like it's his job. Oh, and a big catch on Kopit. Kopit says, no, please don't throw at me, I'm dead, although he may have been better off just letting him loose that ball at them. Should give up a ball from Arsenal. Pacheco in a rough position right now. That man's going to have to bring it back. If he can get a big catch, though, that would bring him from a 5-on-1 position to a 2-on-4. This is full regulation time today. We got 20-minute halves. Golden Boys can't just ride out a 2-point lead to the victory. They are going to have to fight for every step of the way. Arsenal knows it. Arsenal knows that this game is just getting started. And if you can see, they're just getting into it. They're getting warmed up. Their weapons are hot. Their weapons being their arms. Arsenal talking out a plan. You notice that Arsenal has been a lot more calm and calculated since the fourth round of this match. They think they've realized that they need to slow the game down a little bit. Pacheco now backing up, looking for a ball, playing the anchor position. Captain Ireland Minjola calling a timeout. Giving Pacheco a bit of a break. 30 seconds to catch his breath. I'm going to basically go up to him and, like a typical coach, say, how do you want to win this? How are you going to win this? What are you going to do? What do you need to do? How do you plan to do it? And if he likes the plan, he's going to say, great, here's how you can help. And if he doesn't like the plan, maybe he'll make some suggestions. But it looks like Pacheco had some good answers. That man is huffing. He's going to need a break, my friends. Greg Pacheco, a man who discovered that having a layer of fat on his body made him a significantly better dodgeball player. Having that catching bod, so to speak, stops the balls. He plucks them out of the air like it's nothing. Greg the Wrecking Ball Pacheco. Can he stand up to an entire Arsenal? And the referees going to be calling time in. Game on. Pacheco feeling him out. Ball gets a little bit turfed. This is going to be an exciting matchup for sure. Is he able to block it? The balls don't find their targets. And Pacheco taking a bit of a cross shot there, immediately rushing back. Getting dangerously close to the other team. Going for those low curves. Real throws have curves, my friends. He is panting. That man is gassed, but he is not stopping. Arsenal just riding him out. They may have figured out if they can wear out this player that he's going to have to sit. And you can see Pacheco, they're saying, yeah, I need a break. Everyone's saying, yeah, you earned it, buddy. That's 3-2, still in favor of Golden Boys, but Arsenal with the momentum. Arsenal's going to be really pushing this match. Arsenal looking to tie things up, and if they can tie it up, they'll have momentum on their side. Can Golden Boys break the streak? And they're off with Wilmot taking the rush, and LeBurge trading right there for Webster. Oh, and a big snag from Stafura there, bringing Joshua LeBurge back. LeBurge nice and fresh. He's been out a number of rounds quite early, so he's going to have a good arm on him. He's going to have his stamina intact. Mathieu Pantel and Dan Stafura both taking shots, one going low, one going high. Laking nice and safe. And they're loading up. Laking takes a shot. I believe it was along with Andel. Now the ball finding their mark. All 6 Golden Boys facing off against the 4 Arsenal. They've got to be feeling good about this. Stafura and LeBurge in the 1 and 6 positions, and then you see they fall back into 2 and 5, but they're actually playing 2 and 6 now. LeBurge taking a big cross-court shot. Doesn't pay off. She is still in it. She is the man to kill. And it is sudden death. 3-2 going into this. This is an exciting game. Is there an issue with the sound? They're loaded up. They are fully loaded. 6-on-3. Can the Arsenal tie this up, or will Golden Boys cement their lead? Wilmot getting underneath that ball, making himself small. Woods loading up, getting over top of that ball, but not high enough. LeBurge taking his position. Big windup from Chais and a big team catch from Mathieu Pantel. Oh, and Pantel with another team catch. Unreal.
Sorry, was that using my mic?
Leaving just Paul Laking. He's faking. Looking to be making something happen, and Mathieu Pantel with 3 catches to solidify that win. Mathieu Pantel, one of the top physical talents from Manitoba for sure. That man has the athletic ability to do whatever he needs to do, and you can see those gorilla grips. Now, I've heard of the man known as Gorilla Grips from Team USA. We saw him out at the Barrie National Dodgeball Festival last year, and I would love to see those two men in a grip-off. Golden Boys taking a 4-2 lead right now, but this is still a 20-minute half left in front of them. This is going to be a difficult matchup nonetheless. Arsenal showing their chops. They were placed lower in the seed, but that doesn't mean that they're a worse team. It just means that they had a rougher go of the round-robin seed. Not every team played every team, so it's entirely possible that they just had matchups that weren't favorable for them. Golden Boys, obviously the Manitoba favorites at this point. Just given their high place in the seed. That being said, the Manitoba teams placed 6, 7, 8. Looks like an official is having a discussion with them. And I think it might be a comment about Ireland holding that ball up. Perhaps to think about manners. Ireland Menjola now wearing the ball shagging shirt. For those of you unfamiliar, that would be the colloquial term for ball retrieval. What a phenomenal display from the Golden Boys thus far. I would have to say that every member of this team should be proud of their performance thus far. We're getting loaded up now. I just want to say that I am so impressed by Alberta's Arsenal. They have a very apt name, so strong on the offense. And they're off again. Real Wilmot with a quick snap to Stafura. Stafura not taking the shot, thinking better of it. Burden to throw still on Golden Boys as they won the last round. It's going to be on them to make something happen. Stafura feeling it out. It was obvious he was going to throw, but Arsenal deciding they'd rather have 4 balls than a counter. Woods getting down for a block. And it looks like a ball connected on Barrie. Wilmot up there, putting some pressure on, not letting those guys find that ball. That ball that's rolling in front of them. And Pantel connecting on the feet there. Knocking out the number 9 player, Washbrook, from the Arsenal. Woods taking a shot. Webster getting underneath it. Webster putting on a great display today. Same with Waddell. I got to say, both players playing very impressive games. Laking getting knocked out. And then we got Webster getting underneath that ball and taking a counter, dropping the Golden Boys down to just 3 players. It's 3-on-3 for either side. Andel calls a play. Andel and Waddell both throw where Pantel used to be. That man made himself get out of the way. Moving faster than the eye can see. Kopit winding up in a beautiful jump from Waddell there. Look at that athleticism. He stops one ball but thinks better of getting the second one. Woods looking ready to punish him for it. Mathieu Pantel not even picking it up. He knows he's comfortable in his grips and he gets hit on the shins there. Webster there making a great play. Kopit feeling him out. Woods taking a big shot on Webster, but Webster blocking into the ground. Waddell picking it up. Waddell and Andel calling a play. Looking like Andel wants to throw. And Webster takes this shot. Nice play. Andel taking a big cross on Woods. Almost looking like a missed block there for Woods, but the ball was already touching the ground at the time his fingertips went into it. Oh, and a pop-up there off of Waddell from Woods. Woods with a nice big curve. Hit that almost a little too hard there because it popped up real high. If there had been more teammates for Arsenal, it's entirely possible somebody would have caught that. Copen with a big jump, and they group it together, knocking out Webster now, leaving just Andel, 2-on-1. Andel still showing lots of confidence. He can do this. Oh, and Andel trades for Kopit. Luckily, Woods was still on the court. That puts a 5-2 lead for the Golden Boys. This has been an exciting display nonetheless. The score not reflecting how close each one of these rounds are. Golden Boys was taking an early lead, but ever since Arsenal changed something up, Arsenal has been making Golden Boys fight for every single kill. But Golden Boys just seems to find a one-player advantage and then trade. Like a good game of chess, all you have to do is get up one piece and just trade piece for piece. Each one of these players as valuable as any other. Gonzalez with the big fakes. That man's specialty, definitely cardio. Hiding out in the corner. Wilmot getting tiny, and LeBurge finding his mark on Brisebois. LeBurge loading up. LeBurge calling a play to Woods. Woods going to the line, wagging his arm, throwing at Chiaz and finding his mark. That's going to be a big win for Golden Boys. Chiaz is such a devastating man on the offense. He's a wicked corner. And look at all those jumps. Woods falling off the court. Gonzalez taking his spot. Can't tell if Woods' shorts say FOMO. Probably not. There we go. Stafura taking up the guard position, protecting Gonzalez. Nice, solid block right off the top of his head there. Webster going underneath. Gonzalez threatening him, but not taking the shot. Passing it off to LeBurge. Gonzalez in the catching stance. LeBurge going underneath, and look at that, just exploding and taking a shot on Andel. That ball rolling back. Look at Wilmot getting up there, waving that arm like he's going to throw. Golden Boys required to give up all their balls. I believe they missed a shot timer, so I don't believe that shot on Andel is going to count. Golden Boys not liking this position. And look at the way that LeBurge moves. You would not believe that man is 6'3" with the way he gets his body out of the way. But he does end up getting just clipped on the shoulder there, pointing out the ball to his teammates. Wilmot and Stafura talking it out. Stafura with a brilliant catch there. He got caught off guard, but somehow managed to just stop it anyway. And Webster with a missed block.
The whole team said they were going to dye their hair gold for the Golden Boys. Austin did it, and then everybody backed out after they saw how it looked. Yeah. Is that why he's wearing the hat? Pachico was actually trying to give away his hair dye because they all bought it together. And then Pachico was like, no way, I don't want this anymore.
So this has come up. The Golden Boys were going to dye their hair blonde for the event. Oh, look at that good sweep from Gonzalez there. Austin Woods, he's wearing the bucket hat to cover it, but he dyed his hair, and then the rest of the team chickened out. Only LeBurge would not need to dye his hair for this, as he is already naturally blonde. Kopit coming up. Woods taking the shot from behind. Kopit taking a big cross on Chiaz. Andel getting found by another cross court from Golden Boys. Referees meeting to discuss something. I've been informed by the producers that my voice is very even and clear. I am very pleased to hear that. It sounds delightfully deep and baritone in my in-ear monitor, but let me tell you, it is probably coming across high and annoying. Just kidding, I love my voice. Or do I? Find out more as you hear me talk by myself for the rest of the hour. Everybody resetting to the line. The Golden Boys coming out. LeBurge getting low. He had the apple bottom jeans and the boots with the fur. Calling a play there to Kopit. Feeling out Barry. Barry with a solid block looking to sweep that ball, but Kopit manages to take him out and still gets the ball back on their side. Nice play from Kopit. Gonzalez playing very offensively, although not actually releasing the ball, so you might say that's actually a defensive play. The best defense is a good offense. And they're coming out. Woodsy taking a shot, not connecting, but Washbrook getting knocked out by a curve from LeBurge. You can see the way he moved his body. He was expecting it to go left, and then last second it curved to his right. Some nice English on that ball. LeBurge in the position to protect his teammates. Getting underneath it, taking a shot at Chiaz. Chiaz responding. Woods taking a big shot at Waddell, but a huge catch from Waddell. That'll even this game up significantly, bringing it down to just 3-on-4. Arsenal looking for the victory. Waddell got to be feeling good after that catch, and he tips it up, but it goes all the way back to Golden Boys. Gonzalez loading up. Kopit just hanging out in the corner, looking like a Greninja. He's back on his feet. LeBurge passing the ball off, confident in his abilities to stay alive without protection. And Gonzalez getting tagged by Chiaz. Chiaz showing his chops. Not a Chiaz-y player, that's for sure. And LeBurge takes a shot, but Chiaz with a solid counter. Actually, a solid block. And Brisebois snaking the ball back for Arsenal and then chasing it. LeBurge getting over top of that throw. Chiaz empty. Wilmot not taking the shot. Not convinced that he should be taking that one by himself. Oh, look at that spin on that ball. Beautiful spin from Riel Wilmot, number 17. There's a man who has caught the dodgeball bug and kept it for years. That is something you can't get rid of with antibiotics. Oh, and Kopit tagging out Brisebois there. Oh, and Waddell with another catch. Almost falling out. Waddell single-handedly turning this round around for Arsenal, but it ain't over yet. You got Riel Wilmot, the anchor of Golden Boys. The lightest player and yet still the anchor. He's going to hold it down for them. Jesse Kopit looking for the second ball, but not getting it. Wilmot not convinced it was a safe time to pass. Calling a play off to Kopit. Kopit now loaded up with the second ball. Chiaz getting underneath it. Riel Wilmot's specialty, staying alive. Look at that jump there, and he's got the legs crossed underneath him. Beautiful form. Keeps throwing those hard left spins. It might be time to try something a little different. They keep going high, and Chiaz keeps going low. Waddell going to be looking to catch Wilmot as well, but Wilmot takes a shot on Andel instead. Nice cross court. There we go. We got Kopit and Wilmot coming up. Wilmot taking another shot on Chiaz, this time it going better on target. Wilmot changed his game up. You can't keep doing the same thing and expecting different results. He knows that. Oh, and Waddell doesn't make the hit. I'm sorry, doesn't make the catch. Leaving it 2-on-2 now. Chiaz and Andel facing off against Kopit and Wilmot. What a beautiful matchup. Absolutely fantastic. Wilmot with a solid block there. Andel reading that right, making the counter at the right time. Wilmot, though, seeing it coming and making a single-handed block. Kopit so deadly with two balls, so hard to hit. These two players might as well both be considered anchors, even though you would say that Kopit is typically on the offense for Golden Boys. When the time comes, he can just run the clock. He can stay alive. He can continually knock down players, making it easier and easier for himself and whatever teammates are left to survive. Wilmot sending the ball off. Andel there. Loading up, taking the shot, but not finding his mark. Referees calling a ball to be given out or swapped out? Oh, sorry, I think there were too many balls on the court. There we go. Andel again, just, with a snag on Kopit. This is a catching round for Arsenal, a team known for their guns, and yet here they are with the heels. Wilmot looking to run that clock. Time is on their side. They got all the time in the world. Wilmot just has to stay alive. And he's doing so, but he's facing off against some wicked throws, some of the best in the country. Wilmot looking for his mark on Chiez, not finding it. That man has thrown at Chiez probably 10 times this round and not found his mark. Chiez just showing why he belongs here at the highest level. Look at him, just cocked and ready to go. That man, I would be surprised if his arm doesn't make a noise. Oh, and look at that. Oh, and well, Wilmot calling himself out. A hard-fought point there for the Arsenal, taking it back from a major deficit, but still down by 3 points. That round took forever, but I loved every single second of it. I hope you're all enjoying this too. This has been an exciting game of dodgeball, and it is only the first round of playoffs. Referees there just yelling themselves hoarse. Stafura not catching his mark, but LeBear is just getting tagged, I guess, slightly on the shoulder there. That puts Arsenal at the advantage. Gonzalez looking to challenge them. Webster not finding his mark. Stafura calling a play. Gonzalez communicating it. Oh, and a beautiful hit from Woods, knocking Chiez out finally. That seems to be the linchpin for this team. Although if I had to say, it's probably Webster last round, that's for sure. That man was a one-handed Arsenal. He single-handedly brought that back for his team. Display of his life there, that's for sure. I have no idea what that other man's accomplishments are in his life, but none of them are as good as the round he just played. I don't care if that man has the Order of Canada. This was better. Oh, and Woods going over top, but Stafura just drilling it at Webster. Webster getting called out. Not sure if it bounced because he was on his back. But that cost almost 3 balls there for the Golden Boys. That's an expensive player. Oh, and a big sweeping block there from Gonzalez. Swiper, no swiping. Oh, and a fumbled catch there from Mandel. It was looking good, but the ball just got away from him. Even getting close to a catch like that at this level takes some serious talent. Kopit coming up, feeling out his target. Woods doing the same thing. Pantel just sitting in the back. Him and Stafura with the grips. Woods blocking an already dead ball into the ground. Having a little larf about it. Oh, and beautiful throws there from Pantel and Woods, knuckling up. I got to say, Woods' manners this event compared to last event, A+. That man had some issues there with flaunting, I would say. He would get really excited when he made a hit, and he would celebrate it, and that's bad manners in this sport, that's for sure. Bad manners in most sports. In this event, though, he has definitely maintained his composure. Pantel just drilling it at Laking. Laking trying to bring it back, anchoring his team. Can he do it? Taking a big wide shot. Kopit and Woods both winding up, not finding their mark. No balls in hand for Golden Boys. Great position for Laking to be in. Oh, and he hits out Woods and Pantel. Stafura missing the mark there, just drilling it at him at that time. It's 1-on-2. If Laking can bring this back, this game will be within reach for Arsenal. Taking a leisurely shot at Kopit there, feeling him out. You know he's going to throw again. Now it's 2 balls in hand for each player of Golden Boys. Oh, Laking. He got greedy, and he got hit. but you have to get greedy in those moments. You have to take those risks. You have to go for it, or what's the point? Still some beautiful play from Paul Laking there, I have to say. Alberta's Arsenal down 4 points. Given how long each one of these sets has been, I don't know that they can bring it back, but they're still going to be gunning for it. This is single elimination. If they get knocked out of this, they are out of the tournament. They will be hitting the bar after this. As you do after any major dodgeball event, you go out and you celebrate a great event. And Arsenal here, I would say, needs to be proud of their performance. Just look at how hard it has been for Golden Boys to take points off them. Each one of those could have been converted either way. It is too early to call this game, though. Gonzalez putting it right through the legs there. And LaBerge making a trade for Webster. Great trade for the Golden Boys. Oh, but Gonzalez and Pantel getting knocked out. Gia's taking a shot at Pacheco. Arsenal looking good for this round, that's for sure. All the Golden Boys got to do, though, is slow it down and survive. Time is on their side. Wilmot passing a ball off to Pacheco. Pacheco grabbing one, first of all, from the retriever and then picking one up. Pacheco taking the center position. Passing a ball to Wilmot stealthily. And Andel getting knocked out by Stafura. And Stafura missing the grip there. Oh, no. And Pacheco getting hit on the knee, too. That leaving just Riel Wilmot facing off against 4 of the Arsenal, including the Hayden Chiaz, the man that he struggles so hard to hit. I would not be surprised if a little bit of a rivalry, a friendly rivalry, develops between these two men. But Chiaz putting it past the blocking balls there of Wilmot. Wilmot not able to waste any time. Only 3 points behind. Arsenal's going to be foot on the gas. We're going to see some explosive play from these men. It is a lightning round for sure. And they're off. Webster snapping the ball to Laking. Laking taking the shot. And a double hit on Pacheco and Stafura. That is not good for the Golden Boys. 2 of their strongest catchers off the court. Wood making a big hit on Chiaz. Wood seems to just have the ability to knock that man out. It's a much better matchup for Woods than it is for Wilmot, that's for sure. Definitely say if you're facing off against Chiaz, you're going to want to main Woods, or at the very least use him as your alternate. Wilmot winding up, forcing Barry into the air, but they're going to be waiting for that throw clock for sure. 4 players on either side. Arsenal looking to make something happen. Golden Boys looking to make sure nothing does. Losing Kopet and LaBerge down to just Woods and Wilmot. Woods definitely not at 100%, that's for sure. Woods carrying 3 balls. Not a good position to be in. First time this entire tournament I've seen somebody hold 3 at once. Woods there with a block, playing it slow. Barry getting in their grill, holding him back. Woods taking the shot. Thinks better of it. Oh, and Wilmot getting hit on the counter. Just Woodsy. 1v2 against Brisebois and Barry. Brisebois with those brilliant counters. Woods looking for it. Getting the timeout from his captain. That's Ireland Minjola coming up to him and be like, hey, buddy, how you doing? How's the groin feel? I'm not going to massage it for you. Hope you're doing all right. Take a breather. With any luck, they're going to be able to run the clock on this one. But Woods is going to need all of his faculties about him. He's going to need to dig deep. He's going to need to earn that Golden Boy on the front of his jersey, carrying the torch for Manitoba. Hanging out in the corner. 3 balls in hand. He is for sure going to loose one immediately. I guarantee you that Barry and Brisebois know that. But will they take the shot anyway? Will they get greedy? Yeah, and you see that he drops the ball, baiting him into it. Now he's got 6. He can wait for the throw clock. Waiting till somebody gets loaded. Taking 2 throws. Getting a hit on the ankle. Woods got greedy and it didn't pay off. Looks like he's going to get rotated. Oh, I thought he was going to get rotated out. He's getting put into the corner now. Arsenal within spitting distance of a victory. Arsenal definitely carrying momentum on their side. I do believe Golden Boys may have slowed it down too much. Stafura just getting over top of it. LeBurge backing up just in time. Some brilliant play from the Prairies. Laking getting up there, baiting a throw. And Gonzalez with a missed block. Chiaz winds up. Oh, and LeBurge fumbles the catch there. So close, but the ball just rolled away from him. Too much spin on that. Oh, and Webster looking for the catch, but not making it. Golden Boys looking to slow things down. Woods with a solid block. Laking getting drilled by Woods. Oh. And Laking bowling Chiaz over. And it looks like time has run out. Arsenal well on a hot streak. Just didn't have enough time to bring it back. They will not be finishing this off. There is no point in rounding this game out with a sudden death, as it will not affect the outcome. What a fantastic display from both teams. Alberta Arsenal putting on a beautiful offensive display. Golden Boys playing the cerebral game, taking those shots where they counted, just barely outplaying Arsenal. Golden Boys will be advancing to the next round of playoffs.